Thanks, Sid. Now we want to give the floor to a few really important allies of Shiv's Third Eye. Please welcome Reginald Bledsoe, the Director of the Essex County Office of LGBTQ+ Affairs.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of our County Executive, Joseph DiVincenzo, I send greetings to you all here in the Township of Livingston, and thank you for including us to be here today, a part of your program. As mentioned, my name is Reginald Bledsoe. I go by he, him, his pronouns, and I have the privilege of serving as the Director of the Essex County Office of LGBTQ Affairs. And I just would like to thank Shiv's Third Eye for all that you do advocating for young people. It's important because right now young people are under attack from the most extreme elected officials across the country. And we as leaders have an obligation to make sure that we're protecting young people. We're making sure that young people are seen and heard and reflected in all aspects of community life, education, and just the right to exist and be oneself. Woo-hoo! And I'm fortunate enough to have family and relatives who poured into me. And for those young people out there that are looking for community, you have that in your leadership on the Township Council through your mayor. You have that with your Board of Education members. And you also have that allyship at the County of Essex. So you are not alone. We are here with you. We love you. And as far as I'm given the opportunity to live and breathe and do equitable work on behalf of our county, you have an ally and supporter in me. So thank you for allowing me to be here to address you all. And at the end of the day, I always say that as Joe D always says, our diversity is our strength and it makes us better as a country and makes us better as a county. So thank you for the opportunity, everyone.
Thank you for those words. We really appreciate all the work you're doing. Now, please welcome Rosie Bagoli, the New Jersey State Assemblywoman for District 27, to give a resolution.
Sanjeev told me I had to shorten the microphone. That's gonna work. On behalf of the state of New Jersey, it's really hard to echo Reggie's words. I mean, he said it so eloquently. We do live in a very diverse town, but a very accepting town. From our Board of Education, who does an amazing job of protecting our students and making sure that they have allies within our school district, but also to our council, who works very hard every day to make sure that events like this go on so that our community feels heard. So thank you to them. I'm short. I'm going to take it off the thing. Don't worry. It's also an honor for me to stand before you as your assemblywoman, but also to have the ability to recognize my friend, my neighbor, Shilpa Kulkarni. When I moved to Livingston 15 years ago, the very first person who opened their doors to their home was Shilpa. She invited us over for a barbecue. Our kids were still little. My kids were crazy, running around. And she said, Rosie, come on over. From that moment, we knew that we found a place in Livingston where we would feel welcomed, because you welcomed us. And it's the same thing that you're doing here today for the entire community, not just for our students who are most in need, but you have truly opened your heart and worked tirelessly to make sure every child in this town has a space and every child feels like they have a home and that they will be heard. So thank you for that, Shilpa. So Shilpa's been doing this for 3 years now. And if you don't know Shilpa, she will bang on your doors. She will walk the streets. She will go to your businesses. She will knock and she will get to you to tell you that this is something that she truly believes in, and that she is going to make whatever she needs to happen, happen, because she has a place that needs to be filled in her heart to make sure that all this occurs. And it really, truly comes from love. Shilpa, on behalf of the state of New Jersey, for all of the work that you're doing, for bringing us social emotional awareness to the inclusivity we feel today as a community, we commend you, and the state has issued you with a proclamation on behalf of Senator McKeon, myself, and Assemblywoman Koyasoskill. It is acknowledged, it is altogether fitting and right for the members of this legislature to pause in the deliberation to acknowledge Shiv's third eye, to acknowledge Shilpa Kulkarni, and to affirm the importance of the LGBTQ plus youth and their families. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Senate and the General Assembly of the state of New Jersey, that Shiv's third eye and their annual Pride Picnic pays tribute to his meritorious record of leadership and commitment, and extends its sincere best wishes for continued vigor in all the years to come. Thank you, Shilpa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mike, who's next? Sanjeev, where are you? Oh, Jasmine, you're next. Okay, here you. She's announcing. Here you go, Jasmine. I'm announcing Jasmine.
Thank you so much, Rosie, for those beautiful words. Everything you talked about was so incredibly important. Next up, please welcome Willie Tolba with a message from Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill.
Thank you so much. Hi everyone, my name is Willie. I'm from Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill's team. I think a lot of you probably know this year we just recently moved our office to literally right over there. So we're right across the street now. The Congresswoman sends her best regards. She's really sorry she couldn't be in attendance today, but she sent me to read a brief statement from her, and it's an honor for me to join you all today to celebrate Pride Month. For more than half a century, Pride Month has been a powerful expression of love, resilience, and community. Pride Month is about empowering and supporting our nation's LGBTQ plus population, as well as speaking out against hate and discrimination and advancing the fight for equality. And while it's truly moving to see how far we've come in creating a more accepting and inclusive nation, we know we still have work to do to ensure that our LGBTQ neighbors, particularly our trans community members' rights, are protected from those who want to roll them back and ensure they're safe from hate or violence. That's why town events like this one are so important. When we come together to support and celebrate LGBTQ plus families and children, our whole community thrives. Know that Congresswoman Sherrill will continue to be an ally and fight for the rights of all Americans of all sexual orientations and genders. Thank you again, and happy Pride.
Thank you so much for the support. Next up, we have the Livingston Mayor, Mr. Al Anthony.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to begin by thanking our DPW, our police, and everyone else from the town. We heard it before, but the council and my members, my brethren there, we have Michael Vieira, just raised his hand. Sean Klein, you want to raise your hand? We also have Ed Meinhardt, Caden Buktani. These are my partners in crime. They're great, a group that, actually, I had the honor in 2016 was the first time we flew the Pride flag, and I was mayor then. So I feel like I've come a little bit full circle here. And that was a tremendous day, and it was one of my happiest moments on the council. So anyway, we're here today, and I just want to thank Shilpa and everyone and our sponsors and National Charity League. My wife and daughter are here volunteering, and all the volunteers here. I want to mention the Board of Ed. Parul is here, Pam, I think Seth was here. Oh yeah, keep the applause up. And Fong was here as well. So it was great to see everyone, and that's Chief Marshutz. I thank the police, but there he is. The guy in the pink shirt right there. So thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate the Pride event. It's a vibrant testament to the progress we've made in the fight for LGBTQ plus rights. It's a day to honor our journey, acknowledge our victories, and recognize there is still work ahead. Over the years, we've seen remarkable strides towards equality. Laws have changed, awareness has grown, and acceptance has increased. Yet, as we stand here today, basking in the glow of our achievements, we must remember that the path to true equality is still ongoing. There is still much to be done to ensure that everyone feels accepted and valued for who they are. I was at a speech with Senator McKeon on Friday at St. Barnabas, and he said you could go 10 miles in one direction and it's a total different feeling and acceptance and welcoming and all of that. He didn't mention a town by name, but he says even in New Jersey there's a long way to go. Each of us here has the right and the obligation to be true to ourselves. In being authentic, we not only liberate ourselves, but we also inspire others to embrace their truth. This is the essence of pride. The courage to be ourselves in the face of adversity and the determination to stand up for what is right. But our journey does not end here. As we celebrate, let us commit to work, all the work that remains. We must continue to fight against discrimination, to educate, and to foster environments where everyone can thrive. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that future generations grow up in a world that honors and respects their identities regardless of who they love. For after all, love is love, right? In honoring each other, we honor the very essence of humanity. Let us pledge to continue this journey together, to support one another, and to create a world where every individual is celebrated for their uniqueness. Thank you so much, and happy Pride.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your words. I completely agree that while we have such a wonderful community to foster for LGBTQIA support, the fight for equality, social awareness is still ongoing. Now, please welcome the Livingston Board of Education President, Pam Charles.
On behalf of the Livingston Board of Education, myself, Parul Kempka, who is here right now, and Fang Gong, Janisa Arnett, and Seth Cohn, some of whom were here earlier today. This is a beautiful day for an event, a celebration of LGBTQIA+ rights. And I just wanted to reinforce what our Livingston High School students said earlier, that one of the main goals that we have is to keep our students in school safe and secure. So as you start this month, I hope that you bring what you've learned here today into school, and remember to be inclusive. We talk a lot about diversity, equity, and inclusion in our schools now, and one of the things that we sometimes forget is inclusion. So we hope that you will take what you learn here and share with your other students in school, through your organizations, in your classes, and even in our hallways. Thank you very much.